Just thought I'd show you guys kind of what I was working on today. I built this little trailer a few weeks back. I wish I would have put it on YouTube, but I wasn't thinking about it back at that point in time. I had a couple of old spindles for the front of my Jeep that were wore out. I don't know if you can tell it or not, but the bearings are a little loose in them. And you know, for going down the highway in a Jeep, they weren't safe. But this little trailer is never going to go down the highway. I'm going to use it purely off-road to haul some dirt and brush and things like that. And what I have done here is it's got a pivot point pivot point hitch on the front of it. I've got an old come along or boat jack, whatever you want to call it there. And on the front of it down there, I needed a pin where I can run a pin right through here and lock it. And I thought, man, I better do that before I go down there and drop it off. And I made this. It's nothing pretty, but I can just run a pin through there and lock it. And that way it can't, if I have weight on the back of it, it can't come up. And this is just 2-inch square tubing, and most of the stuff on this is just scrap stuff that I had. This is aluminum. Some of these are old signs that I've got. Some of them are aluminum that they used to make outlaw sprint car wheels with. These are just some used tires that I got here in town. And I really did not want this corner coming out like this on both sides, but I needed the stability to hold the weight out. Because like I said, most of the stuff that I did this with is used metal, stuff that I had here on hand, and all the inside of that is all aluminum. And I made, let me show you what I got here. I made a little pin hinge here, and that way I can lock the door shut. And I was just trying out my jack, and if I go to raising it up and the door's like that, I can undo those hinges right there. I can just lift straight up on this, just like a Jeep door, and take it off. But you know, that's gonna be a pain in the rear. So what I'm gonna do is just make a little latch right here, just bolt the piece here, or maybe weld it, I don't know, and then drill me a hole here so I can use this same pin to just lock it right here so the door won't be down. Because when you open it up, if that door swings down and I'm going to dump, it will tear my door up, of course. So anyways, that's kind of what I'm doing today, and I'm using my plasma cutter again and trying it out some more. So far, that plasma cutter has been really good piece of equipment. That's the next to my welder, that's the best thing I've bought in years. I am thoroughly impressed with it. It does everything I asked of it. But this is kind of what I'm working on today. Let me set this camera down, and I'll be right back with you.